Welcome to THROTL. Come on in. This is our new lobby here. We've got our wheel wall, full of all of our favorite wheels. We got some Motegis up there. We got some Niches, Rotiform, and then right over here is a little memorabilia wall here. So if you're an OG, you probably remember we did a steering wheel collab with TJ and Sparko. This is from my personal E36. If you look over here, this is the axle from the Dodge Vipers, like the first or second time out on the track. Totally twisted that thing. We got a belt here from the supercharger of John Force's race car. This is Mad Mike Wadette's fender from Mickey's Drifting days. And then over here, we got some new merch. Some of this stuff's not even out yet. Like the new, check this out. Sheesh. Little THROTL jersey, nice wheels, THROTL socks. We often have people come by here if they want to check something out. But some of our favorite stuff, let me show you guys something that's really special to us. So this little corner here, we've got our plaques from YouTube. We passed 100,000 subscribers. We got this small YouTube plaque. And then more recently, 1 million subscribers. So huge milestone. Every day you walk in the door, you go right past this. Of course, right here, we have the Ken Block signed Huna Pegasus. We went to the launch party for that. It was a great event. And like I said, every time you walk in, you walk past this section, and this area means a lot to us. Let me show you the conference room. So in here is where we have our meetings. So we have our weekly staff meetings in here. It's nice. In the past, in the previous shop, we didn't have a conference room at all. So it's really nice to get everyone together every week to figure out what the game plan is for the week. We've got a TV, we can put YouTube videos on in here. And then of course, we've got a couple of our favorite photos from this versus that from this past year. So let me take you to the kitchen. All right, so here's our little kitchen break room area. Ricky actually built all of this stuff. So we got some basic cabinets. Ricky went ahead and installed these countertops. We even have electrical outlets and USB chargers on each one of those. It's almost like a coffee shop vibe in here, which is pretty cool. And then of course we gotta do the fridge tour. Let's see if we got, hey! Of course we have a lifetime supply of Coca-Cola in here. And then we have this really special Dom P for passing 1 million subscribers, but we just passed 2 million subscribers. We've had this thing in the fridge for a very long time. Shout out to Greg, thank you for this. And I don't know when we're gonna open this. I feel like we should pop it right now.
Right now?
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. Maybe 3 million subscribers we'll open this up. The boys gotta have snacks, so we got a little bit of everything here. Let's make our way to the editing room. So right here is our media room. We got Victor, Sean, Nate's behind the camera right now, but this is where all the social media team, all of the video editing gets done. We even installed a TV on the wall so you can kind of watch the vlogs as a team. We oftentimes have a group of people in here just approving and making notes and making sure that the content is as good as possible for you guys. So this is where the magic happens. So down this hallway, we have some of our favorite photos from some of our builds that we've done here. This one was one of my favorites. We got the GTR. And then this is my office here. Not too much in here yet, but this is where my magic happens, I guess. We are making our way into the old shop. So this is actually where the kitchen was, and we've kind of retrofitted this hallway now. We added a new office. This is where Rick's office is, and we've got an awesome RaceQuip display here. So we're gonna be working a lot with RaceQuip this year. They went ahead and they sent us out some awesome suits. So all of the guys have racing suits, new helmets. This one's one of my favorites, the all carbon fiber. It looks so good. And we also have shoes as well. We did a little checkered floor, which I think kind of fits the vibe of racing and race suits. So overall, I think a good use of this space, and it's so hard to believe that this was actually the kitchen before. So right here we have our little photo studio area. So you guys will start to see more and more content in this area. We may put up some stuff on the walls, but overall, this is a place for us to do really nice product photography and videos on new products like this. So this is the new Mishimoto carbon fiber intercooler, which is super dope. So yeah, you guys will see some more content on that. Nothing is really too live. Of course, we've got our saltwater reef tank here from SC Corals. Beautiful setup. And And then if you guys are OGs, you probably remember the simulator video. So this thing's a ton of fun. Truthfully, we don't use it that often, but the simulator is fun to drive. It's made out of an E92 BMW chassis. All right, so we have collected a bunch of Fast and Furious die-cast cars. So we have pretty much everything, I guess. One thing that's really cool is like when we're actually building the Eclipse and the Supra, we oftentimes had that in the shop, make sure we got the logo placement right, make sure we had certain components correct on the car. We also have right here, this is really special to me. This was a model car that I built when I was in like middle school maybe, but I had this shipped out from New York, and kind of a special car to me. I guess that's one of the things that got me into cars in the first place, is building model cars, and now we build them in real life. So let's go check out the shop. This is where all the magic happens. As you guys may have remembered, TJ Hunt had this side of the shop. We've now taken over this entire side of the shop, which gives us a lot more room for activities. So instead of leaving the lift here, we went ahead and got the lift removed. This is gonna be our photo studio area. So we have a little bit more cleanup to do. We're gonna put some stuff on the walls here, redo the floors. That way when we take thumbnails or have really special projects in here, we can make this whole side a beautiful photo studio. So very excited about that. So now let's go over to the fab area.
All right guys, welcome to the fab area. Let me show you around. On the right side, as you can see, we have our everything Lincoln Electric here, which is amazing because we've been working with Lincoln Electric for about 3 years now, and we have everything we need to do all of our custom fabrication in-house. We have our MIG welder, our TIG, and then our plasma cutter, which we have used all 3 of them plenty of times throughout the years here with them. We have all of our helmets in display, our jackets and everything hanging in one specific area, which looks amazing. On this side, we have all of our Eastwood equipment, which is our Eastwood brake and our metal cutter, all in this area. And we have a bunch of fab stuff and tools that we have organized in here, as you can see. All of our metal supply, most of our metal supplies on this side. Our vise, our sand table, and then we have our Bosch bandsaw, which we use a lot. This is probably our #1 used tool here, so shout out to Bosch. And then we have a shop press in this side, which we use today, and it was pretty much amazing to use. This is badass. It has our gauge, our pressure. It has 2 levers of pressure. If you need to get from point A to point B really quick, use one side, and then when you actually need to do the pressing, use the other side. This thing is amazing. We are super excited to work with Ranger this year. And yeah, this is our fab area, so enjoy the rest.
So speaking of Bosch, we are going to be working with Bosch power tools this year. We've got a ton of new equipment. We have an impact gun. We have a palm sander here, electric, which is really nice. Angle grinder, cordless drill, and a smaller impact gun. So excited to be working with Bosch power tools this year and cannot wait to use this stuff. So let's continue the tour by talking about all these awesome cars we have right in front of us. So right here we have our 2018 Audi S4 Prestige. We're actually giving this car away to one of you guys, and today is the last day to enter. So if you want to learn more about the S4 sweepstakes, you can win this car and $20,000 simply by shopping on our website. So check out the link in the video description or on screen right now. Get those entries in before it's too late. This thing is beautiful. So quick overview. Airlift performance, air struts and management, 3P management. We have S-Tech Dynamat on the car, forged rotiform LTN wheels, Thule roof rack, ECS tuning, carbon fiber on everything. Front lip, front canards, mirror cover, spoiler, side skirt extensions, rear diffuser, you name it. We've got an AWE exhaust system and a bunch of 034 motorsports parts on this car. So very, very cool. Quickly right here, we've got our 2006 S2000. We have just got this car, so we have yet to start it, but we have a huge mountain of parts that's piling up. So you guys will see that build unfold in the next couple of weeks here. Moving on to our 1994 Toyota Supra. This one is a Fast and Furious inspired tribute car, not a replica car, tribute car. A lot of cues from the original movie, but a lot of modern touches. So this thing makes a little over 1,050 wheel horsepower, set up for drag racing, but we also did some grip racing with it too, and it did pretty well. This was our SEMA 2022 car, and absolutely beautiful. For me, this is my favorite car. Next up, we have our 1998 Eclipse GSX. So this is another Fast and Furious tribute car. As if Paul Walker was around today, or if Fast and Furious 1 was being filmed right now, what would they drive? And that's why we built this car. So 530 horsepower, all-wheel drive, Eclipse GSX, fully built engine, everything done here at THROTL. This is another car I think everyone here is really proud of. And seeing these two cars together is just very, very nostalgic feeling. And so excited that we're able to have these cars, and really proud of the team for building them and putting them together. Let's go over here. So this is our 2001 Hellcat Red Eye Swap Dodge Viper. This car was built last year for Motor Trend's Roadkill Nights powered by Dodge, and this thing makes about 1,000 horsepower on E85. We got the big drag slicks out back, American Racing forged wheels, T56 manual transmission, Diablo Sport tune, but overall, from the exterior and even the interior, it's pretty much stock, which is kind of trippy to see. So one thing I do want to note, if you've been following the channel for a while, Ricky went ahead and we fixed all of the bumper gaps. We've seen your comments. We got that all sorted out for you guys. And last, but certainly not least, one of my favorite cars ever built on the THROTL channel. This is the Freak, AKA the Freak, the front engine, rear wheel drive, EK, a beautiful hatch, and I have to pop the hood for this one because this is something I know also everyone is so proud of. Everything was done here on this car with the exception of the Big East Customs paint and the wrap by Premium Auto Styling, but all of the fabrication, all of the intuition on how to get a K20 in here transversely mounted with an S2000 transmission, differential, everything in the mind of Mickey Andrade, and put into a real car, a real functioning car too. So this car I think makes about 520 wheel horsepower, and we are really getting this thing prepped to race this year for grid life and potentially some other events as well. So one of my favorite cars here. You'll never see another EK like it, and I can't wait to see the next chapter of this thing, because a little hint, we're gonna be changing up how this car looks completely. So some love it, some hate it. I think it's exciting. We are so excited to transform how this car looks. All right, that's it for the tour. We've got a lot of cars to build. In fact, I just heard that one of our new project cars is getting off the trailer really soon. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please leave us a big thumbs up. Now get out of here, dude. Come on, go.